All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So I actually wanted to touch on a topic that I saw floating around a lot this morning and then late last night. It's surrounding the center position for the New York Jets and potentially adding former Texan, former Titan Ben Jones to this roster. According to Brian Costello, there's interest in a reunion between Jones and his former coaches, being Todd Downing, the Jets passing game coordinator, and then, of course, Keith Carter, new Jets offensive line coach and running game coordinator. Okay, so I think right off the bat, Jones, just using common sense here, he does make sense for the Jets. He's a veteran. He's 33 years old. He has playoff experience. This is a guy who, yes, missed some time last year. I believe it was due to concussions. But before that, he hardly missed time. I believe he missed one game in the last 8 years. He plays, he's consistent, he's durable. I actually talked to 3 Titans fans and one person that covers the Titans, and all 4 loved Ben Jones. They all said, hey, last season, throw it in the trash. Yes, he did miss some time, but you know what? Everything was a problem, from top to bottom, coaching, play calling, execution, production, injuries all over the place. Don't let last season completely define Ben Jones' career, because he has been a mainstay, right? He's been an anchor on the Titans offensive line and has had insane run blocking production for literal years here. It's not just a 1 year, one hit wonder type of situation. No, he's been a rock for that Titans offensive line. And, it was two Titans fans specifically said that they were just annoyed with, how this offseason's kind of playing out, right? Kevin Byard potentially might be cut. They let go of a couple players on defense. Obviously, Taylor Lewan was released. Ben Jones was released. It seems like the team is keeping Ryan Tannehill. I'm not. They released Robert Woods. I'm not sure what the exact direction for the Titans is going to be, but from all 4 guys, they all said, "Hey, Ben Jones, he could still play. Don't let last season define his career. He could come in and be productive, especially if you desperately need a center." So given his resume throughout the course of his career, given his connection with the new Jets coaches on staff in Carter and Downing, I think it makes sense. I really, really do. I'm not just saying that because I want to figure out the center position and he's just like technically the best one on the market. I just feel like it makes sense. You can connect so many different dots here. And funny enough, I actually did a video with my buddy Alex, Bostorowski Productions. I posted that video yesterday, and he made a really, really good point where he said that, hey, Aaron Rodgers really relies on snap count, right? His cadence, trying to get the defense off guard, trying to get them to jump off sides, 12 men on the field, that whole thing, really manipulate the pre-snap game. And without a center that's on the same page, right? If you have a guy out there who's, post-snap aside, right? If he's getting burned and just ripped apart, can't block in the pass game, can't block in the running game, that's an issue in and of itself, but it extends to pre-snap. If you don't have somebody who's on the same page as Rodgers or is snapping the ball before he wants it, and look, I don't mean to jump the gun here, Aaron Rodgers is still not a Jet, but according to, pretty much every reporter, every beat reporter, every story, Alan Lazard literally said in his press conference that it's going to be nice having 12 on the Jets. It's all signs are pointing that way. I don't want to get jump the gun and assume he is a Jet. But again, all from everything we've heard this season, it's just been such a roller coaster ride. I don't see the Jets backing away at any point. And also, it doesn't seem like there's any other suitors out there for Rodgers at this point in time, because we're a couple days in a free agency now. I feel like every team, for the most part, realistically speaking, has their quarterback position figured out. But anyway, assuming Rodgers is a Jet next year, the pre-snap cadence, the pre-snap game is going to be massive. And again, according to Alex here, it would be nice to have a veteran in-house, somebody that gets it, somebody that can pick it up, and somebody who can hold their own in, again, both run and pass pro. So the last thing I want to leave off on, yes, of course, I would love Ben Jones. If the Jets want to bring back Connor McGovern, I would be down for that as well. I'm looking at other offensive linemen because I still don't feel like this is a complete product. Billy Turner is a guy who I like. This is a guy who's played with Aaron Rodgers in the Packers. He's played right tackle. He's played right guard. He's a veteran, bounced around Miami, Denver. He's spent time with the Broncos last season. I feel like Turner would come in on a relatively cheap contract, something that the Jets could afford. So that's something that I would explore. And it is kind of tough to project into the draft because we don't necessarily know about a potential trade, what's going to Green Bay. Is it, all the reports are all over the place. If the Jets can hang on to 13, though, I feel like, I'm 90% offensive line there, especially after this Chuck Clark trade where we have some more talent at safety. I'm not like completely locked in a Brian Branch unless the team trades Jordan Whitehead. Well, either A, releases him or trades Whitehead to the Packers. Then you can maybe select Branch there at 13 if he's there. But I'm really focusing on offensive line. I want this offensive line to be bulletproof next season. Again, assuming Rodgers is a Jet, the window's small. We cannot have failures, shortcomings on this offensive line with Aaron Rodgers in-house at 40 years old. It would just be a disappointment, right? To be losing games because Rodgers it's not like he can't play. It's because he's getting sacked and rushed and we can't run the ball. So fix the offensive line. We got to do it. And I'm excited to see how it plays out. But anyway, yeah, according to Brian Costello, there's interest in a potential reunion between the New York Jets and Ben Jones. Let me know your thoughts down below. And as always, go Jets.